friends and neighbors here along the street are so shaken up. Firefighters tell us that there were 11 people inside this home that cares for those with special needs at the time that the fire broke out. Coronavirus can have some of those same symptoms as a cold or the flu, but not all of them. And doctors say don't panic. One neighbor actually tells me her neighbor's car was actually parked right at one of these spots here, and the tornado actually too sent that scattering about 30 feet, coming to land by that sign that says Lake Margaret Village right over there. Crews have been out here all morning working to get power lines back up. Yeah, long lines and some confusion here too. Now, some people that were coming out with an appointment to get that vaccine said they were really unsure about where to go.
Vogue, Vogue.
Wednesday nights sound a little different these days.
Look around, everywhere you turn there's heartache.
Members now singing solo.
Can do it.
It's hard not being able to be together and listen to one another.
Being apart, even harder.
I've known him for 30 years, and I miss him.
Virtual and socially distanced rehearsals now a requirement.
People who know have been telling us singing together is one of the most dangerous things you can do.
But the Orlando Gate Chorus has been overcoming challenges and fears together ever since their first meeting in the 90s.
Oh, Lord, scary as heck.
We had a couple of gentlemen who literally did not want their names on the programs.
But eager to join.
When I was like, oh, wait, gay, sing, hold on here now, this we might have something here.
I realized that here was something, an organization that could actually change the world.
In those 3 decades, they've seen society evolve, growing to embrace the LGBT community. This year's pandemic presenting new challenges.
I have been at home since they first put the shutdown in place beginning of March.
The whole world has changed on us when we weren't looking. So yeah, and like every organization, you have to adapt.
So while events and performances move online, they decided one rehearsal was important enough to be held in person.
Are just getting to be slightly more mature, and it may be the last time we sing with each other.
Sound of hope, sound of peace.
Fine-tuning the song founding members will sing at their next virtual concert.
It means a huge amount to us.
Why we stand as one in harmony.
The words drawing these friends back in.
Oh, so much, so much.
30 years spent together.
Yeah.
Now, 6 feet apart.
Music builds a bridge, it can tear down the wall.
It's that music keeping one another in tune and ready for the next song and challenge life brings. In Orlando, Rachael Krause.
This is why.
Spectrum News 13.
This is why we sing.
On a sunny day in Winter Garden, this neighborhood sits quiet. Inside, Don Field's family, like many others, are social distancing.
Yeah, we're a lot restless. All of us are a little crazy at this point, you know, between not being able to go anywhere and not knowing when we're going to get to go somewhere. It's driving everybody a little nuts.
Photographer Crystal Ryan's seen a number of her shoots pushed back or canceled as coronavirus continues to spread. With extra time and her camera in hand, she's joining the national movement called the Front Steps Project, taking free family photos from 10 feet away.
I like making people happy, and it's a way that I can do that right now without like being right next to someone, being in contact, still keeping that social distancing.
The response, overwhelming and immediate.
There's a lot of people that have messaged me and said, you know, I want to do it, and my 3 neighbors next to me want to do it. So I'm going in lines of houses and things like that, which is blowing my mind as well. It's amazing.
I just happened to see it on Facebook, and I'm like, you know, I don't have any pictures of me and the kids that are recent and good, so why not? Sounds fun. We're kind of sitting around the house anyway, so. I love it.
Oh, Kate, look at me. You guys are cute. No, wait, no, we're not done.
In a time where so many are being encouraged to stay apart, these photos providing a safe way to bring the community here together.
It's just a quick thing to remember being quarantined. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was a really good one.
In Winter Garden, Rachael Krause, Spectrum News 13.
He kept chasing you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that.
Well, I remember.
This room feels like any old classroom, working with teachers.
Me.
You're right, you are closest.
And strategizing while playing games.
Can I fit the one you can? It's great.
Listening, a learned skill for any kid. Even more so for Landon and Angelina.
Because I'm deaf.
Megan Clementi knows the progress her 5-year-old Landon is making here.
It's really incredible.
Landon, are you listening?
Born with profound hearing loss, cochlear implants, as well as listening and spoken language paths helped Landon catch up with learning.
Hey!
We have technology that can actually assist us and make it so he's just a normal kid.
She's hopeful that Landon will be one of the first students at the Central Florida Dreamplex's new preschool, designed for kids like Landon who are hard of hearing or deaf. They're starting small in their first year.
I think 5 or 6 kids for the first year and get started, and then as it grows, then we'll have to grow both in facility and staff.
Teachers will work in person or virtually on listening skills, and programs are designed for each student's audiological abilities.
It is red, white, and blue, you're right.
With the goal of getting them ready for mainstream schooling.
To be able to learn and play just like any other kid in the classroom, I think that's what we want to give these parents and these children.
So it's really providing the foundational building blocks for them to be successful later on in school.
They're finding fun ways to get kids hitting language and listening milestones.
You don't have to listen to computers all the time, because that's kind of boring.
But filling a big need for these kids.
Central Florida has been known as the black hole of audiology, and so being able to provide a service to these families, we're really looking forward to it.
Because getting these kids on track at this young age helps set them up for success in the years to come.
I have no doubt that the communication skills that he learns and he naturally has, he'll be able to do anything.
There you go.
In Orlando, Rachael Krause, Spectrum News 13.
There's a little small service that we can give to those that are hungry, and there are many that are hungry in this area.
Every week, for the past 10 years, Cal Rolfson and his wife Shirley make their way into Lake Care's food pantry to help their community.
It's a personal joy to do that.
Carefully inspecting food and packing up boxes, Rolfson gets these goods ready to go out to those in need.
This will go very fast.
Those Lake County families needing help has been growing steadily in the county over the past few years.
But it has grown exponentially because of the COVID issues.
Last month and this month it's really exploded. So we're concerned because this is the time of the year that the people need the help the most.
Lake Care's Executive Director Irene O'Malley says the community has dug deep into its pockets to make sure their food pantry has what it needs during the pandemic.
It's an amazing feeling, and I will say that our community support has been phenomenal. I mean, people really know how desperate the need is out there, and they've been coming up and taking care of Lake Cares because they know that we're taking care of everybody else.
It's both sad and an opportunity to provide help. So that's the fun part.
Rolfson says in his 10 years helping Lake Cares, the team of volunteers has become a family, and seeing his family pitch in to make sure their neighbors and community don't go hungry during this pandemic gives him an extra boost, keeping him coming back every week to help. Cal Rolfson, everyday hero. In Mount Dora, Rachael Krause, Spectrum News 13.